And good afternoon, everybody. Spokane Steve here. Time for another game of Strat-O-Matic baseball. Full season 1966 replay. We're on game 557. And today we're going to have the Cincinnati Reds at the Pittsburgh Pirates. Reds come in having lost 2 straight. Pirates on a modest 3-game skid. So somebody has to win today. Right-hander Joey J, who as you can see by his card will finish the year with the Braves, will start for the Reds. And righty Vern Law will take the hill for the Pirates. Cooled off a bit here in Spokane, 80 degrees and cloudy today. Very pleasant day. Franklin is here. Excellent job, Franklin. Come here and watch this instead of wasting your time doing important stuff. I jest, of course. Things have to be done. What else is going on with me before we get to the game? Went to Costco this morning. Always an adventure. Not too bad today, actually. Well, let's take a look at our starting pitchers today. Hello, Mike. Welcome. How you doing? For Joey J, he's been lit up pretty good so far. 3-4 record in 9 starts. ERA very high at 6.38. 48 innings of work. 57 hits allowed. He's walked 25. Struck out 33. Vern Law, 1-2 with a 4.81, 6 starts. He's worked 2 games out of the pen. He has 1 complete game, 39 1/3 innings, 48 hits allowed, 9 walks, 17 strikeouts. Hello, E. Rose. Well, E. Rose, I'll go into that. There's several reasons, and they all kind of converge like a perfect storm. First of all, I wanted a season from the 60s. So I eliminated 69 and 64, I believe it was, because Jeffrey Guterman was doing those. And I settled on 66 because it was the last year of Sandy Koufax. It was Don Sutton's rookie year, and it was also the year in which I attended my very first major league game. So it seemed like a good place to start. First and only full season replay I've done with cards and dice. I've done many of them on the computer version of Strat-O-Matic. And welcome into Ben Witz. Hello, Ben. How are you doing today? Oh, we approach Labor Day weekend. I'm still trying to muster myself up to hit the road maybe next week with Mookie. Oh, and I should point out that I'm now only 2 subscribers shy of the 500 mark. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you have a friend or relative, get them to sign up. I appreciate it. The lineup for Cincinnati is as follows. Tommy Harper will be in right field. Pete Rose at second base. Vada Pinson in center field hits third. Tony Perez in the cleanup spot at first base. Art Shamsky will be in left field. Tommy Helms back in the lineup at third base. Leo Cardenas is the shortstop. Johnny Edwards, the catcher, hits 8th. And Joey J, a switch hitter, in the 9 spot. I got an email from Frank. They were talking about you need to hit 1,000 to get any advertising money from YouTube. I want to stress that I don't do this to make money. If I were doing this strictly to make money, I'd have given up 18 months ago. I do it because I enjoy it. And I do it because apparently quite a few of you enjoy it as well, which is very rewarding to me. Would I mind making a couple bucks from YouTube? Of course not. But even at 1,000, what's it gonna be? We're talking, we're talking a few bucks a week. If I wanted a side gig to make money, I'd go out and drive for Lyft for 4 hours tomorrow and make more than YouTube would probably pay me in a month. So yeah, it's not about that, believe me. Let's check the umpires for today's game. It's going to be Lee Wire calling the balls and strikes, Bill Williams at first, Tom Gorman at second, and Tony Vanzone down at third. Just under 11,000 in the house. This was a night game. Forbes Field, of course. Umpire says play ball. Vern Law's ready to go. Tommy Harper stands in. Harper at 214 now, still looking for his first home run. Law into the windup. That's going to be a 5-5 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike three. Law strikes out Tommy Harper, and we are underway. Pete Rose will be the hitter now, the switch hitter batting left-handed. The Reds' leading hitter at 287, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Law with the windup and the pitch. It's going to be a 3-6 righty. Liner to second, single to 15. And that is speared by a leaping Mazeroski. What a play by Maz to rob Rose of the base hit. 2 down, nobody on. Veda Pinson steps to the plate, batting .250, 4 home runs, and a team leading, no, that's not true anymore, 29 RBIs, second on the team to Darren Johnson, who is not in the lineup today. The pitch from Law is a 3-10 right-handed. He lifts it the other way to left field. Stargell drifts over, puts it away, and it's a 1-2-3 first inning for Vern Law. After a half an inning of play, Cincinnati nothing. Pittsburgh coming to bat against Joey J. Let's take a look at Jay's card for a minute. The results have been really poor so far. ERA over 5 in real life, so I guess what do you expect? Jay on the downslope of his career by this point in time. Had a big year in, what was it, 62, I want to say. Lineup for the Bucks is Matty Alou in center field. National League batting leader Gene Alley at shortstop. Roberto Clemente in right field. Willie Stargell in left field bats cleanup. Don Clendenin at first base. Jose Pagan will be at third. Bill Mazeroski at second. Jerry May will do the catching today. And Law, the pitcher, pretty good hitting pitcher, in the 9th spot. So Jay getting ready to go to work here. Up steps Alou. Alou, of course, the real-life batting champion in the National League in 1966. In this replay, hitting a .317. No home runs, 13 RBIs. Jay gets the sign from Edwards. Lined up on the pitch on a 1-8. Base hit into right field. A leadoff single for Matty Alou. And let's check the Reds' battery now. Alou a star 15. Jay with a terrible hold, +5. Edwards a 0 catcher. So Alou at 20 not held. He'll be held at 18. And Gene Alley steps to the plate. Alley once again the National League's leading hitter at .378 so far. 3 home runs, 25 RBIs. Alou rolling for the lead. 3 through 8. He's out on 11. 3, he's got it. There he goes. 1-18. The throw from Edwards. He's stolen it. So look for the Pirates to try to run on Joey J at every opportunity. Here comes the next pitch to Gene Alley. 1-4 right-handed. Grounder wide to second. Rose go to his left, scoops it up, throws him out. And on the play, Matty Alou moves over to third. Roberto Clemente steps to the plate with one away. Willie Stargell in the on-deck circle. Let's see how the Reds are going to play it now. Early in the game, we're going to roll it for in or back. 1-3 will be in. They will stay back for Clemente. Jay with the windup and the pitch. It's a 3-5 high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Shamsky at the track, at the wall. It's off the wall for a double. Alou can walk home. Clemente in standing with an RBI double, and the Pirates take an early 1-0 lead. Up steps Wilbur Stargell. Stargell batting .283, leads the ball club in home runs with 12 and has 37 runs batted in. Jay, a glance at Clemente, comes to the plate. 6'4" left-handed. It's a grounder to third base X. That's Helms, a good third baseman. Helms 2E19 to his left. Here's the play. On a 12, it's the E range. An 11 on a 19, he should make that, and he does. Looks the runner back and throws him out. Fine play, Tommy Helms. Big out there for Jay. And with 2 down, it's up to Don Clendenin. Well, thank you kindly, Joel, and welcome in. How are things in Sonoma these days? God, I love that area. Clendenin at 304. That's one, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pirate hitters hitting over 300. That includes Manny Moda, who's not in the lineup today. Clendenin on the year, 304, 11 homers, 38 RBIs. Jay with the windup down the pitch. That's going to be a 1-5 righty. Called strike 3. Home plate umpire rings him up, and the Pirates will settle for 1. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left on, and after an inning, it's 1-0. And greetings to Larry. How's it going, Larry? And hi, Colin. How are you doing? The gang's filtering in here on a Thursday. Absolutely great to see all you guys. It's not the heat, it's the humidity, Franklin. I know you guys probably get tired of hearing it, but I spent some time down in the Texas Gulf, and I have to assume that's pretty similar to Florida. I found it basically unbearable, to be perfectly frank. What my ex-wife didn't understand is I'm always frank and earnest with women. Frank when I'm in Chicago and earnest when I'm in New York. Tony Perez will start off the second. .260 average, 1 home run, 6 RBIs. The youngster Tony Perez, 20 years old, I think, at this point. Law into the windup. That's going to be a 3-6 right-handed. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Law. And here's Art Shamsky. Shamsky, well, it's been a struggle for Art. 13 for 80, a 163 average. He does have 4 home runs among the 13 hits and 8 runs batted in. Law with the pitch. It's a 5-5 lefty. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Here's Helms. Franklin says, duh. Oh, a bike ride through the vineyards, show. Well, that sounds marvelous. Tommy Helms at 275, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. Law's pitch is a 3-4 right-handed. He pops him up left side. Pagan will take it. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Vern Law. Joey J takes the mound. Jose Pagan will start us off here in the bottom of the second. Pagan on the year, 15 for 75. That's a 200 average. 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Part-time utility man for the Bucks, starting at third base today. Jay into the windup, 6'9", right-handed. That's going to be a single 1-15. Possible triple. It'll be a long single for Pagan. Pagan, no threat to run. And the hitter will be Bill Mazeroski. Maz at 304, 2 homers, 29 RBIs. Possible bunting situation, but Maz a poor bunter, which I find a little surprising, actually. Jay from the stretch comes in with a 4-8 right-handed. That's going to be a grounder to first, single to 13. And that'll be an infield single for Mazeroski. Pagan stops at second, and the Pirates threatening again here in the bottom of the second inning. 2 on, nobody out. Here's the catcher, Jerry May. May has played very infrequently so far. Just 3 for 16 with 1 RBI. Jay gets the side, the windup and the pitch on a 6-5 righty. Grounder to third base, Helms has it. He goes to Rose for 1, to Perez, not in time. That'll be a 5-4 force. Mazeroski erased, Pagan down to third. With runners at the corners and 1 away, the batter will be Law. Right-handed batter, 7 with N power. He is a B bunter, and that's going to cause the Reds to bring the infield in with 1 down. Law will swing away. The pitch from Joey J. 4-6 right-handed. Fly to center, that's fairly deep. Pinson backs up a bit. That's going to be deep enough for Pagan to tag and score, and Law drives in a run with a sac fly to center. That makes the score 2-0 Pirates, and that'll bring up Matty Alou. Alou led off with a single, stole second and scored. Yeah, they do, don't they, Franklin? Yes, sirree. 70 and 71 World Series, as well as 79. May, a modest lead from first. The pitch to Alou is a 5-5 left-handed. Fly ball to straightaway center. Routine for Pinson, who puts it away to retire the side. The Pirates add on 1 on 2 hits and leave a man. And lead it 2-0 after 2. Don't think it was the same guy, Larry. That's right. And there's Frank S. Cincinnati won his game in the 9th inning. 2 homers by Clendenin. We move to the third, 2-0 Pittsburgh. Leo Cardenas will lead it off for the Reds, hitting .223. Tied for the team home run lead in home runs, however, with 10, and he has 28 RBIs. Law with the windup and the pitch. That's a 4-12 righty. It's a grounder to first base X. That's going to be a tough chance for Clendenin, a 2E26. Here's the play on a 19. He's got it, takes it to the bag himself. One down. Hello, Jester. Welcome. And greetings to Dan Douglas. How you doing today? No complaints here. One down in the third, Johnny Edwards, the hitter. Edwards at 211, 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Left-handed hitting catcher. Law with the windup in the pitch on a 111. He pops him up on the right side. Mazeroski will take it, and quickly there's 2 down. So Vern Law very much on his game so far here today, as Joey J steps into the box. Switch hitter batting left-handed. The pitch is a 5-4 left-handed. Fly to center field X. That's going to be Alou. Alou, a 2E11, and here's the play. It's going to be on a 19. He makes a nice running catch, and that'll do it. Nice catch by Matty Alou in center. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds. We move to the bottom of the third. Jay towing the rubber, Gene Alley standing in. Jay into the windup now. Pitch is a 4-12 right-handed high fly ball to deep left. Shamsky backing up on the track, pulls it in. So Gene Alley gave it a ride, but it died on the warning track. That'll bring up Clemente. RBI double his first time up. Jay gets the sign. Pitch to Roberto is a 5-7 right-handed. He rips that into left center, double to 10. And he's in there with a double. Close play at second, but Clemente slides in safe. 2 doubles for Clemente. That'll bring up Willie Stargell. Joey J, rated 6 for starter endurance. My money says he won't be around that long. We'll see how it plays out. Willie Stargell 0 for 1. Jay, a check of the runner. The pitch on a 1-9 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep right field, way back. Harper at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Stargell. And the Pirates open up a 4-0 lead. 1-9, no doubt about it. 1-19, he rolls the 3. And for Stargell, home run number 13 on the season, moving him into the league leaders in that category. Edwards walking a new ball out to the mound. Clendenin steps into the box. Now we're set to go. Jay into the windup. Pitch to Clendenin is a 2-8 right-handed. High fly ball to left center. Shamsky and Pinson converge. At the wall, it's gone. Home run, Clendenin. Back-to-back go the Bucks here in the third. Stargell, then Clendenin. For Don, homer number 12 on the season. That's going to get them stirring around in the Cincinnati bullpen. Let's see what they've got down there. A lot of right-handed batters. And their bullpen a little short-handed today, it would seem. Not sure why. Give me a moment to check the usage. I think I said Pirates, right? Reds pen is kind of strapped. Nuxall has a lot of innings to burn. The lefty Joe Nuxall begins to throw. The fans were frenzied. Nuxall getting ready in a hurry as Pagan steps to the plate. Singled his first time up. Joey J with the windup and the pitch. It's a 4-6 fly ball to center. It's playable for Pinson, and he makes the catch. Out number 2. 2 out, nobody on. Here's Bill Mazeroski. Jay gets the sign, delivers a 4-6 righty, same thing, fly to center, Pinson drifts over and puts it away. 3 runs for the Pirates, however, 2 home runs in the inning. Stargell and Clendenin go deep, and after 3, the Pirates lead it 5-0. Real life score right there. They got their 5. Let's see what the Reds could do in the 4th against Vern Law. Well, we had a string of real close games there for a while. The last 2 days, not so much so. That's the way the dice roll. Top of the order for the Reds in the 4th inning. Tommy Harper to start things off. Struck out in the 1st. Law, the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 4-8 righty, and he strokes that one into the other way into right field for a base hit. First hit for the Reds. Harper with blazing speed standing at first. Let's check the battery now for Pittsburgh. Law with a -2 hold. May a 0 catcher. So Harper is 16. He'll be held on at 14 with Pete Rose coming to bat. Harper probably would go 1-14 were they not trailing by 5. As it is, Rose will swing away. From the stretch, it's a 3-5. Base hit into right field. Harper headed for 3rd. He's in there easily. And the Reds have runners at the corners with nobody out. Vern Law, 7 endurance starter. As Vada Pinson steps to the plate. And welcome in Cosmo Kramer. Hello, Mr. Kramer. Pittsburgh will play the infield back with Pinson up. Law gets the sign. The pitch from the stretch is a 1-7. Ground ball to second. Mazeroski has it to Alley for 1 to Clendenin. Double play. The run will score on that as Harper crosses the plate, but 2 down now and nobody on. 5-1 the score. Pirates, of course, with the League Gold Glove Award winners at second and short. Turn another double play. And hello, unmitigated. Perez will come up with 2 out, nobody on. Law with the pitch. It's a 4-8 righty, and he singles into left field. A sharp line drive into left. Stargell gets it back in. Perez holds it first. Red showing a little more life in the 4th inning with 3 hits off of Law. And the batter will be Shamsky. Law from the stretch now. The pitch is a 1-7 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep right field. Backing up is Clemente. At the track, at the wall, leaps up, and it's gone. Holy cow, we got ourselves a ball game as Art Shamsky goes deep, making the score 5-3. And how big does that double play look now? The Law getting knocked around a bit here in the 4th. Jerry May out to the mound. Oh, good, Cosmo. I'd be interested to hear that. I'm sure we all would. Most of us remember the fire. Kind of touch and go there for a while as we were all wondering if you were going to have to evacuate. For those who don't know, Cosmo lives basically in the Yosemite or near the Yosemite area of California. Helms the batter, 2 down, nobody on. Law the windup and the pitch on a 4-7. That's another base hit. 5th hit of the inning for Cincinnati. We were wondering about Jay. Now we're wondering about Vern Law. As Leo Cardenas steps to the plate representing the tying run. 10 home runs on the season. Law gets the sign. The pitch to Leo is a 6-7 righty. Grounder to second base X. That's the Gold Glover Mazeroski. This should do it. 1E8. On a 19, he makes it look easy and throws him out to retire the side. 4-3X. 3 runs for the Reds on 5 hits. They leave one. The big blow, a 2-run blast by Art Shamsky. With these 2 pitchers on the mound, not really surprising that we're having an offensive game. No, it's 4-7. For who? Sorry. For Cardenas or Helms? Hello, Gerald. Welcome in. We're about ready to have a replay here. Which batter, Larry? Cardenas, thank you. Okay, I'm going to look at Cardenas again. See what we got here. Helms had the single. Four 7 was for Helms. Pitch to Cardenas is another 4-7. Holy cow, it's a 2-star single for Cardenas. Thank you very much, Larry, and my apologies to everyone. I muffed one. That's a 2-star single for Cardenas. To third goes Helms. Tying runs aboard, and Johnny Edwards comes to the plate here in the top of the 4th. 6 hits against Law this inning after allowing nothing in his first 3. The pitch to Edwards. 2-7. Fly ball to center field, playable for Pinson. He's there and makes the catch to retire the side. So 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 left on. I looked at 6-7. I don't know where I come up with some of these things. I'm blaming it on my eyesight. Alrighty, bottom of the 4th. 5-3 Pirates. May, Law, and then the top of the order. Joey J gets the sign. The windup and the pitch to Jerry May is a 4-4 righty. Catcher's card X. That's going to be Edwards. A 2E4. Here's the play on a 3. Foul out to the catcher, 1 down. And May fouls out to his opposite number. That'll bring up Law, a pretty good hitting pitcher. Right-handed batter. 3-11, and he loses in ball 4. Jay walks Law. Nuck's all about ready in the Cincinnati bullpen with Jay due to lead off the 5th. Hefner would love for him to complete this inning. Oh, let me go back. I forgot all about Cosmo's story in my misread there. A tweaker's property, they got out. So you think the tweakers started the fire? Yeah, commonly, at least around here, could be any drug user, I suppose, but I've always heard the expression related to meth users. And of course, making meth, very dangerous and flammable business. Runner at first, one down. Here's Jay's pitch to Matty Alou. From the stretch, it's a 3-8 right-handed. Flies it into straightaway center, right in the heart of one of his good columns. Pinson is there to make the catch, and there's two away. Oh, so he did start it, and then lit his house on fire. Oh, good gravy. Gene Alley steps to the plate 0 for 2. Jay out of the stretch. That's going to be a 1-9 right-handed. He struck him out. So Jay restores order here in the fourth. No runs, no hits, a man left, and through 4. It's Pirates 5, Reds 3. I guess we could alter that, Frank, to make love, not meth. I'm thinking about this one now. Early in a close game, we're going to stick with the starting pitchers. Jay will lead it off, batting left-handed. That'll be a 6-9 lefty. That's ripped into right center, double to 4, and that's going to be a single for Joey J. So both pitchers getting in on the offensive action today. Jay 1 for 2, Law, sac fly, and a walk. And the batter will be Tommy Harper. Harper 1 for 2. Law from the stretch. 5-5 righty, swung on and missed, strike 3. That'll bring up Pete Rose with one away. Rose 1 for 2. Law studies the sign, checks the runner. From the stretch, it's a 6-9 left-handed. That's ripped into right center. Double to 4. It's going to be a 2-star single for Rose. Jay all the way to third. And the Reds have the tying runs aboard here in the 5th. Heart of the order coming up. Here's Veda Pinson. Pirates will bring the infield in with one away. Law's pitch to Pinson on a 6-9 lefty. That's going to be a same thing, double to 4. And it's a 2-star single for Pinson, and suddenly it's a 1-run game. RBI single for Pinson. Joey J scores. All the way to third goes Pete Rose. Now the tying run just 90 feet away. Al McBean throwing in the Pittsburgh pin. May out to the mound now, checking on Law. And now here comes Walker out of the dugout, and he's going to make the move right here. Bought a little bit of time for McBean to get ready. And that's going to do it for Vern Law. Just 4 1/3 for Law today. 9 hits. 5 runs so far. No, excuse me, 4 runs so far. Did not walk a batter. Struck out 4. Five to 4 Pirates now. Reds have runners at the corners with 1 down. Enter McBean. McBean 2-1 with a 3.82. Tony Perez standing at the plate. And the Pirates will push the infield back, try to get a ground ball out of Perez. McBean, the windup down the pitch. 1-7, grounder to short. It's Alley, goes to Maz for 1 to first, double play. McBean comes in and with 1 pitch gets 2 outs and the side is retired. Also, if you notice that there, 1-7, had the infield been pulled in, that would have been a 2-star single. So the Reds settle for a run on 3 hits, leave a pair. We're halfway through in a 1-run ball game. And with that, I'm going to take a short break and get some coffee. The Reds laid down the law. Part of the order for the Pirates as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 1-run ball game. Roberto Clemente to start it off. Joey J gets the sign. Clemente 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles. The pitch is a 6'9" right-hander. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Backing up is Shamsky at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Clemente. Clemente now with 8 total bases in this one. That makes it 6-4. And for Roberto, that's home run number 9 on the season. Now I'm thinking about pulling Jay. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I think in the interest of fairness, we'll get both of these rather unimpressive starters out of the game, and the Reds will bring in the lefty, Joe Nuxall, who's been ready. Reds a little short-handed in their pen. Davidson and McCool, lefty, could use Balshin. However, I have him in the back because of usage. No, he's fine. I don't know why he's back there. They could use Balshin. Hello there, Brian, and yeah, what about Bob? So Nuxall brought on to face the left-handed Willie Stargell, 1 for 2 with a home run of his own. The Bucks have hit 3 home runs already in this one. Nuxall gets the sign from Edwards. Here's the pitch to Willie Stargell on a 1-11 left-handed. He bangs it up the middle for a base hit. So Willie Stargell 2 for 3. I normally don't like to predict outcomes, but it's feeling like the Reds pitching staff is not going to be able to hold the Bucks today. Clendenon 1 for 2 with a home run. Nuxall working from the stretch. 1-6 left-handed, struck him out. Second K for Clendenon, first out of the inning, and here's Jose Pagan. Nuxall comes in there with a 6-6 right-handed. That's ripped into deep into center field. That's going to be over Pinson's head for extra bases. Stargell can try to score on that. 12 minus 210. They're going to hold him up at third. And the Pirates once again threatening to break this one open. 6-4, bottom of the 5th. Here's Mazeroski. Cincinnati pulls the infield in for Maz. Nuxall's pitch is a 5-10 right-handed grounder to short X. That's the dependable Leo Cardenas. 2E16 with the infield in on a 16. It's a ground ball A. Cardenas has it, throws him out, and the runners will hold. So the infield in saves a run. Fine play by Cardenas. And it'll be up to Jerry May. And the Reds are going to put May on. So 4 wide ones being issued to Jerry May. That'll load the bases for the pitcher. The Pirates also a little short-handed. They could certainly get some length out of Mickelson, however. So the Reds banking on the Pirates letting McBean bat. But they're going to send up a pinch hitter. So much for Hefner's strategy. Mickelson throwing in the pan. The base is loaded, 2 down. Nuxall a lefty. Pirates will send up Bob Bailey to hit. Matty Alou to follow. Nuxall, the full windup, the pitch to Bailey on a 4-8. He walks him to force in a run. Stargell comes in to score. RBI for Bailey. And here's Matty Alou. Nuxall into the windup. It's a 2-7. Fly to straightaway center. Pinson is there to make the catch. And the side is retired. 2 runs for the Pirates on 3 hits. They leave the bases loaded. And after 5 innings of play, they lead it 7-4. Coming on for the Pirates now, right-hander Pete Mickelson. We can close the book on Jay. Eight hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Hello, Jeremiah. Today is National Red Wine Day. I may have to observe that later. I have quite a bit of red wine on hand. Seven to 4 as we go to the 6th inning. Shamsky will lead it off for Cincinnati. Mickelson on the year. 1-1, 3 saves, and a 3.13. The windup and the pitch to Shamsky is a 4-6, and he walks him, ball 4. Not exactly what you want to do when handed a 3-run lead. And here's Tommy Helms. Here comes the wine songs. How about Send Me No Wine by the Moody Blues? Tommy Helms 1 for 2. Mickelson from the stretch. The pitch is going to be a 4-12 righty. It's a high fly ball driven to left center. 1-6. Back goes Stargell. That ball is gone. Tommy Helms leaves the yard, and it's a 1-run game again. Tommy Helms. Let's take a look at it. Homer to 6. He has end power against righties. Rolls the 1. And for Helms, his 4th home run of the season makes it a 7-6 game. It's seems like it's going to be whoever scores last wins in this one. 5 home runs already in this game. And here's Leo Cardenas, 1 for 2. Mickelson with the windup. Pitch on a 4-8 righty. He bangs that into left field. Triple to 2. That's going to be a base hit for Cardenas. Cardenas 2 for 3 on the day. Very offensive game here today. Mickelson 0, 16. Cardenas held on at 14. And with Edwards at the plate, he's rolling for the lead. 4 or a 6. Does not get it. The next pitch to Edwards. 3-3 right-handed. Grounder to first base. Clendenin to his right. His only play is to Mickelson covering. And on the play, Cardenas takes second. So the tying run in scoring position with 1 away. And the Reds are going to have to hit for Nuxall. Nuxall, 1 inning, 2 hits and a run, 2 walks, 1 with an intentional, and a strikeout. Right, right, left, right. Coming up, it will be Jack Balshin throwing in the pen. Balshin, the only righty in the Reds' pen. Could be Coleman. It's going to be Don Pavletic, the pinch hitter. The Reds also have Jimmy Coker who can catch, so they can use their catcher here as a pinch hitter. Pavletic's had a good season for the Reds. 276, 5 homers, and 12 RBIs in just 98 at-bats. Cardenas takes a lead from second. Nicholson comes to the plate, 1-3. Grounder down to third base. Pagan has it, looks the runner back, and throws him out. Big out there for Mickelson. Pavletic retired, and the batter will be Tommy Harper with 2 down. Harper 1 for 3, struck out twice. Mickelson gets the sign. Pitch to Harper, 5-7, grounder to second base X. That's Mazeroski. The 1-E-8. This should do it on the 2. It's a diving stop behind the bag. To his feet, throws just in time. It's a web jam by Bill Mazeroski, and that'll retire the side. Holy cow, what a play. Cincinnati settles for 2 on 2 hits and leaves 1. It's a 7-6 ball game. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Mookie's ready for his close-up, Mr. DeVille. He's not in the high tower today. I can tell you that much. Newsflash, Mookie not in the high tower. And on comes Jack Balshin, the 3rd Cincinnati pitcher of the game. Balshin, the right-hander. Results have been ugly for Balshin. He's been in 13 games, 0-2. 12.54. In 9 1/3 innings, he's given up 18 hits, 13 runs, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts. One positive note, no home runs allowed. Balshin, of course, far more effective against righties than lefties. And with the bulk of the Pittsburgh lineup being right-handed, he's the obvious choice here. As Gene Alley starts it off. Alley 0 for 3 today. Balshin into the windup. Pitch to Alley's a 6-8 right-handed. That's ripped into the gap, double to 16. That's going to be a 2-base hit for Gene Alley, and he joins the hit parade with a leadoff double. Pirates offense feeling absolutely relentless today. Here's Roberto Clemente. 2 doubles and a home run so far. 2 runs scored, 2 runs batted in. Balshin gets the sign. 6-8 right-handed. That's the same roll. Double to 16, and Clemente with his 3rd double of the game drives in Alley. Ten total bases for Roberto Clemente. Here's Stargell now, 2 for 3 with a home run. If there was 1 out, I'd put him on. With nobody out there going to pitch to him. It's a 6-6 left-handed base hit into right field. Here comes Clemente to score. And the Pirates jump all over Balshin. That makes it 9-6 Pirates. Here's Clendenin, 1 for 3 with a home run. Balshin from the stretch. 3-8 righty. Base hit up the middle. 4 batters have batted. Stargell can go to third. He will hold at second. 4 batters have come to the plate. All 4 hits against Balshin. The Reds are kind of stuck with him, actually. It's certainly not a Billy McCool situation. Balshin pitching to Pagan. 5-7 2-star single. Holy crap. Stargell in to score. Clendenin all the way to third. And the Pirates blow it open here in the 6th. 3 runs so far. 10-6 the score now. Here's Mazeroski. What have they got? Give me a moment again just to check the usage on Cincinnati here. Looking at Davidson in particular, they didn't really want to use him. Ted Davidson does start throwing, however. Ten to 6, runners at the corner. Cincinnati pulls the infield in for Maz. Here's the pitch on a 4-4. Catcher's card, that's Edwards. 2-E-4, here's the play. Will that get a run in? It's a pop out to the catcher, runners hold. And that's the first out of the inning. The catcher, Jerry May, comes up. I wish we could bring up a minor leaguer. Can't do any worse than Balshin's done. The pitch to May. Infield remains in. It's a 3-7. Struck him out. And the batter is Mickelson. Mickelson, a 2 week. And he will bat. Pirates got to get some innings out of somebody, too. 5-9, grounder to short X, right-hander, Cardenas. 2E16, here's the play. It's an 8, that's the E range. An 8 on a 16, he should have that, and he does. And mercifully for the Reds, the inning comes to a close. Pirates almost bat around. Fine play by Cardenas to end the inning. Pittsburgh tacks on 3. On count 'em, 5 hits. They leave a pair. And after 6, it is 10-6 Pittsburgh. With Rose and Pinson to start off. That's probably the end of the line for Balshin. Davidson ready. And we go to the 7th in a very offensive game. I know unmitigated. Ever since Ben pointed that out, I'm kind of itching to get a position player out there. 4-run difference with 3 innings to go, however, not enough to punt, not just yet. Pete Rose will lead off the 7th, facing Mickelson. Rose 2 for 3 on the day. Mickelson's pitch is a 6-6, swung on and missed, strike 3. That'll bring up Pinson, who's 1 for 3. Mickelson gets the sign from May. The windup, the pitch, 1-6, grounder down to first. Clendenin will take it himself. 2 down quickly in the 7th. Tony Perez steps in with Mookie chomping at the bit. Mickelson with the pitch. It's a 2-7 right-handed. Struck him out, and 1-2-3 go the Reds. So Mickelson, needing the shutdown inning, gets exactly that. And as we stretch, it's 10-6 Pirates. No, because the reason why, Ben, is because most of my play is in my keeper leagues, and they don't allow, none of my 6 keeper leagues allow position players to pitch in any situation. So it's never really come up. That's so you have to be responsible for covering all of your innings. Yeah, where did the 1-2-3 come from? I hear you. Alrighty, 7th inning stretch. We're going to take a little break. We're going to check in on Mookie. Man, I'm really going through the coffee today. Mookie's on the low bed today. I'll give it away right now. Yeah, there he is. At least we'll be able to see him. He did another leap the other day. Was it last night or the night before? Hello, Mookie. Yeah? Say something. Meow. 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 Hello, buddy. You having a nice nap? It was before you came along. That's right, go crazy. Yeah, you look pretty comfortable there. I'm going to leave you alone. At least he gave you guys a little cat blink there. Based on the past few days, I'd have to consider this major activity. Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and use the restroom while we're breaking. And we're back. Ted Davidson will come in and take over pitching for the Reds. Balshin with a horrific inning. 5 hits, 3 runs, no walks, and a K. Davidson on the season, 2-1, 4.66, facing whoops, okay, I messed that up. Top of the order for the Pirates. Matty Alou will start it off. Alou, 1 for 4 today. Davidson gets the sign from Edwards. Here we go on a 3-4 left-handed. He lifts it the other way to left field. Shamsky is there to put it away. 1 away, and here's Gene Alley. Alley 1 for 4. Davidson with the pitch. It's a 4-6 right-handed grounder to short. Routine for Cardenas. Picks it up, fires to Perez. 2 down. And here's Clemente, 4 for 4, a home run and 3 doubles. Davidson into the windup, 6'5 righty, grounder to short X. It's Cardenas again, 216. Cardenas has been busy today. On a 10, it's the E range, a 3 on a 16, and it's going to be an error on Leo Cardenas. So Clemente reaches on the error. And that's going to get Stargell to the plate. Stargell 3 for 4 with a home run. Davidson checks the runner. From the stretch, it's a 3-11 grounder down to first. Perez has it. He goes to Davidson covering, and that will do it in the 7th. No runs, no hits, 1 left. There was an error. And through 7, it's 10-6 Pittsburgh. Mickelson's first endurance inning, 3 rated. Mookie Cam brought to you by Schaefer. Shamsky, Helms, and Cardenas due here in the 8th. Shamsky 1 for 2 with a home run. Mickelson into the windup. 4-2 fly ball right field. Backing up a bit is Clemente, and he's there to make the catch. Tommy Helms will be the hitter. He has a home run today. 2 for 3. The windup and the pitch is a 3-5. Grounder down to third, fielded by Pagan, who throws him out. And Cincinnati running out of outs as Leo Cardenas steps in. Leo 2 for 3. Pitch to Mickelson. 4-8 right-handed. That's a base hit, triple to 2. That's going to be a single for Cardenas. So 3rd hit of the day for Leo. And that'll bring up the catcher, Johnny Edwards. Edwards 0 for 3. Mickelson a glance at the runner. Comes in with a 6-4 left-handed grounder to third base X. That's Pagan. 3-25. Here's the play. On a 6 error range. It's a 3 on a 25. You can see this one coming. That's going to be an error on Pagan. So E5, Edwards reaches. Cardenas to second, and now the Reds will send up a pinch hitter for Davidson. This is their shot. Darren Johnson's going to come up to bat. Darren Johnson, the team RBI leader with 30, hitting just 208, but with 10 home runs. Reds trying to catch lightning in a bottle here. Mickelson set. Pitch to DJ on a 4-4, fly to center field X. Tough play for Alou. 2-E11, here's the play. On a 1, he can't get it, that's down for extra bases. Coming around to score is Cardenas, stopping at third is Edwards. 10-7 the score now, and the tying run will come to the plate in the form of Tommy Harper. Billy McCool tossing in the Reds' pen. They got to get him some work. Roy Face throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. One more hitter walk will knock out Mickelson. Harper 1 for 4, struck out twice. Mickelson checks the runners. The windup, the pitch, 1-12. Grounder to short, Alley's got it. Throws to Clendenin, and the side is retired. Cincinnati settles for 1 on 2 hits. They leave a pair in scoring position. That was their best shot right there, I'd have to think. And in comes Billy McCool. McCool sporting a 1.42 ERA in 25 innings of work. Clendenin, Pagan, and Mazeroski to come up here in the bottom of the 8th. Clendenin standing in the right-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch from Billy McCool. It's a 5-7 righty. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Here's Pagan now, 3 for 4 today. McCool set. Here's the pitch. 5-9, swung on and missed, strike 3. McCool's just blowing it past these guys. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Mazeroski. McCool set. Pitch to Maz on a 6-5, swung on and missed, strike 3, and Billy McCool strikes out the side. McCool keeps the deficit at 3 as we go to the 9th. And the Pirates will go to their stopper, Roy Face. Mickelson did a fine job, 3 innings. Four hits, 3 runs. Well, maybe not that fine a job. 1 walk and just 1 strikeout. Roy Face has 9 of the team's 12 saves, 3-2 with a 2.93. Checking the Pittsburgh defense. That's about as good as it's going to get. It'll be Rose, Pinson, and Perez coming to bat in the ninth. But first, I want to say thank you to everybody for being here and watching this game. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ninth inning, here we go. Pirates lead by 3. Pete Rose standing in 2 for 4 on the day. Batting left-handed. Face gets the sign from Jerry May. It's a 1-6 right-handed that's ripped into right center. Double to 8. That's going to be a long single for Pete Rose. And the leadoff man is on. Reds not going quietly. Frank saw it coming all the way. Vada Pinson steps to the plate, 1 for 4 on the day. Face out of the stretch. Pitch to Pinson on a 1-6. Grounder to first base. Clendenin to his right. Goes to Alley for 1. Back to first. Not in time. It's a 3-6 force. Pinson at first. Not held at 14. Too risky with a 3-run deficit. Perez will swing away. Face out of the stretch. Pitch to Tony Perez, 2-6 righty. Grounder to short. This is going to do it. Alley shovels to Maz. Nice turn to Clendenin. 6-4-3 double play, and that's the ball game. An offensive outburst today. 10-7 Pirates, the final. Total's coming up in a moment. One, two, 3 double plays turned by Pittsburgh. Roy Face picks up his 10th save of the season. Five to 3, 5 to 4. Looks like McBean gets the win. You never know what Strat-O-Matic's going to do. But assuming he does, that would make him 3-1. They might give it to Mickelson because he worked 3 innings. I don't know. McCool in his 1 inning of work struck out the side. Joey J tagged with the loss. He drops to 3-5 on the season. Player of the game, pretty easy today. It's got to be Clemente. 10 total bases, 2 runs, 3 RBIs. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Franklin. Thanks, Frank. And 17 runs later, this one's in the books. Pirates win it with 10 runs on 15 hits, no errors. The Reds, 7 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. 29 hits in this one. There were 5 home runs. Well, that was fun. Let's see what we got for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to wrap up June 13th on the schedule with the Cubs at the Giants. It'll be Ernie Broglio facing me and the spitter, Gaylord Perry. Perry's been out of action for a while, I believe. I don't think we've seen Perry in a while. Anyway, same time as usual for that one, 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. With that, I'm going to go have some lunch. Thanks again, everybody. Oh, wait a second here. Jeremiah on the docket tonight. 70 Reds at Dodgers, Simpson and Sutton, April 9th, 70. Thank you, Unmitigated. Thanks again, everybody. As always, enjoy the rest of your day and evening, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Goodbye for now.